Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your September general reading. I'll be doing my love readings in a few days. I'm still shuffling, so oh, that's interesting. Sorry, I'm having to double up quite a lot of your cards, and I've got to try and do it in 15 minutes. So let's have a look. You enter September. Two cards, both I really like. Three of Cups, celebration, lightness. There's a feeling that quite a lot of sorrow or heaviness has been left behind. These characters fly, and they fly because they've dropped what's holding them back and holding them down. Now, you also put the Seven of Discs, which is a waiting energy. Now, in this card, what's really important to know is she knows the Seven of Discs is going to become a 10. It's very much a contemplating card, and it's waiting, but it's a waiting with a knowing and a knowledge that it's all going to be okay. Okay, so if any of these are waiting for something to happen, which you could do because you want the Empress, which would be the 10, you know, that's completion. Try not give it any worry, and I think you are worried because what's holding you back is the worry card. So maybe you're worried that this 7 is never going to be turned into everything that you want it to be. I think it is. Because what you most want, I pulled you 2 cards, because the first one was the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is one of these cards I find I quite often struggle to get the right words to explain this card, because it's almost a feeling, okay? And this character's been offered this cup, and all these cups next to him are still standing. There's been no loss, nothing, but there's a lack of oomph, there's a lack of vitality, there's a lack of interest in what's going on around you. It's quite interesting. I think I'm going to come back to that. So I pulled another card for what you most want, and what you most want is the Empress. And I think, Capricorn, what you most want is something to complete itself, to move itself through. So an example I'm going to use, because since you're an earth sign, as you most want, because the Empress is about motherhood, so it's about many things, but she would birth something. And there seems to be a sense of something's not fully coming to completion yet, and you want it to complete itself. And I'd be very, very surprised if you didn't pull the World card again, because the World card is that sense of completion. So I think there's a sense of waiting for something. I think it might be relationships. That's what I'm particularly feeling. So your supportive energy is the Justice card, which is Libra. So I think things are being worked out. She's blindfolded in this card, which I don't like, but I have to read it as the way it is. So there's a sense of feeling that you're waiting for something to work its way through and work its way out. Now the Justice card is your supportive energy, and that's my feeling. There's almost a guarantee that it's going to go forward to completion. The 7 says that to me. The Empress, as what you most want, says that to me. And the Justice card is about something resolving itself. But I think because you can't see it, you're going to go into this anxiety card, because this is what's holding you back. So you're looking through the mirror or the window, and you're projecting this fear onto it. What if, you know, what if this happens? And I think the biggest fear is the waiting that's going on here for something. I'm going to come back to it, because in your relationship house you have a bit of a conflict card. The 5 of Swords can be quite a difficult energy, okay? It's the 5s are about change, and they can quite often be quite stressful, okay? Because change is stressful, okay? Because the people in this card are having to hurt other people. I know that sounds really odd, okay? But no one likes to hurt people they love, okay? And I'm not saying that's what you're going to do, but it's a sense of you and your relationships around you. There's a little bit of I don't think conflict's the right word, but a sense of maybe a few things are ending, there's stress, there's words being said, okay? And this might be you, or it might be someone close to you is having a difficult time. Now, I pulled an extra card, and you've got the Page of Pentacles. Pages are always new beginnings, and they're always about news. And the Pentacles are about very practical parts of our life. And it's a relationship card, so it's always about a really new stage in a relationship. But it's bringing conflict. Now, I do my love readings separately, Capricorn. So they should be out in the next few days. And then you've got strength, okay? So don't get lost in petty arguments. And I know it feels really real when it's happening. Don't give it your energy. Keep your eye on your destiny. There's no endings here. It's about difficult energy. Now, work and money, you've got the Ten of Cups. So if you're waiting for good financial news, fantastic. Great card. Now, your inner life, you've got the Sun. So you're in charge here. I mean, the inner life, you can't really get a better card than that on your inner life. It means you're full of vitality and joy. And you're feeling connected to the whole, a bit like the Strength card. And your outcome is the Eight of Wands, which could be going on a trip. It's rapid communication, rapid change, moving house, something that takes an awful lot of energy. But there's definitely something going on here that's causing you fear. And I think it's because there's something that's slowly moving. And it's, you know, what they say is mind the gap. So when you're waiting for something to happen, it's a breeding ground for anxiety. Yeah, like the Hanged Man would be similar. You think, oh my gosh, it's never going to happen. And I think that's what's causing you this stress. I think it's what's causing the Five of Swords in the relationship house. There's a new stage. But the pages are young and innocent. And they're only beginnings. I think you need to access your strength. Don't get involved in petty arguments, no matter how tempting it is, because stick with your inner life of vitality and sunshine and joy, because that's going to move you forward more than getting involved with who's hurting who and who's saying what to who, because it isn't going to resolve anything apart from hurt you and the people that you love. You're going to, I think this is mostly about relationships, Capricorn, to tell you the truth. Check out my relationship reading. I think it's going to be very interesting for you. And it should be in the next few days. I am really busy, but I'll try and get them out in the next few days. Really interesting. I think you've got a great month. There's just some anxiety about waiting for something to come to completion. Yeah, that is what I'm getting the issue. And that's what might be causing conflicts in your relationships. Stress. And when we get stressed, we throw our energy at other people. Okay? And that inner life. That and the Ace of Cups is probably the best card you can get on your inner life. Just keep looking. If you get lost in the 5, come back to this reading, Capricorn. Okay? Loads of love. Bye.